Welcome. Hello, beautiful souls. How are you? Thank you so much for tapping in, tuning in with Enchantress the Babbler on our evolutionary, revolutionary rise. Hello. We are going to be here for quite some time because you know why? We got a discussion, guys. We're going to be talking about Venus and motherfucking Leo. Hello, Venus and Leo, and what that all entails. And we're going to see with this little time slot of recording time that I do have at this moment. I will see how far we get into it. Hopefully it'll be just one video, and if not, it'll lead into two. But either way, I'm excited to be here with you. Welcome. Hello, how are you? I hope you are fabulous, wonderful, and well. And if you're not feeling fabulous, wonderful, and well, I hope that in this passing of this video is going to put you into the alchemy of feeling wonderful and divine and a lot more joyful than prior to clicking on this video that you were not feeling. Okay, yeah, so welcome. Hello. Right, so where's the lighter? So here we are, this purification that we bring right into everything. I invite the pure, divine energy to cleanse my mind, body, heart, and soul. May it fill me with clear light that I may shine out into this world. So motivated, so morbid, says Lavi. Okay, here we go. Light it so, set your intention. Purifications is all we grow here, and evolutions and revolutions, right? I love that. Right, so welcome to our Venus and Leo reading. Right, what does that mean? Right, Venus is the planet of love. Venus is the planet of beauty. Venus is the planet of connection, right? Journeying into love, beauty, connection, right? So Venus and Leo is going to be activated in, whether you believe in this or not, either way, this is entertainment for your entertainment. You can take it figuratively, you can take it literally, you can take it, but either way, you can apply the spirit science into your own life in whichever way that is going to resonate for you. You may not have to believe the function of the storyline, of the wonderland being extracted here and expressed here for all to enjoy. Its poetry and expressiveness and evolutionariness. We make up words to this. Okay, so it's either way, like for you to understand, overstand, right? For you to get into your evolution of revolution, your truth, your authentic self. If there's anything that you're going to get from this channel, is that, right? Muse like alchemy, right? Wherever you are on your journey, I'm not telling you how to be, what to think, or where to go. Right? No. Everyone here that comes here is accountable, responsible for their own energy type of life experience. We connect because we are divine, and this is synchronistic for you at this time. If you are mother fudging here and you can keep following me without getting lost in the nothingness that can distract us all, right? That's a beautiful place to be. That makes me excited. That is like saturation for my entire evolutionary being that comes here, channeling even deeper insights into the collective that does tap in, turn on, tune in with I. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. Yes, I'm very emotionally charged, but in an evolutionary way, not in a way that's going to make you digress in some kind of way. It's more to infuse the alchemy of juice that is needed for you on your journey as you continue to alchemize for yourself. And this is just another portal for you to visit in your own Dante's Inferno of walking through your labyrinth of truth that is evolutionary for you. Either way, I'm very poetic. If you're not with poetry and you're not with the abstract of things, and you don't value art in that kind of degree, or don't like expression in some kind of way, then this is not the channel for you. I don't speak matter of factly. I do when I'm being real motherfucking clear, and then there's no mistaking, my dear, but that's on some, Brooklyn is here. For those of you, I don't mean to put a bad name on Brooklyn in that kind of way, but for those of you that are from the States and stuff like that, Brooklyn, New York, it's known to be rough out there in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So so when I say the Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, and Uranus dropped me off and forgot to come fucking pick me up, right? They left me in the hood. Right? Oops, there we go. Look in the hood, right? Which this is gonna remind me. We're gonna talk about, right, the goddess SEKHMET. 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 Yes, because who better to than not talk about that? And then I found an article that I had blogged back in 2015. So it speaks of SEKHMET, right? If you go to enchantingbabble.blogspot.com, you can go to the archive. I don't know how to say those things. The archives, and there you can just go to any month, pick a year, and you can see all that, because I've had this blog since, I think I made it public in 2009, 10, something like that. I don't fucking know. But either way, it was the start of another awakening journey for me. That was another catalyst for massive transformation and change. And so, before speaker, I was writer, poet, and things like that. And it was therapy for me. My blog was therapy for me, in being able to express what was oppressed, suppressed, depressed within my own being, and creatively being able to express that, share that, and connect with other people that felt my poetry, felt my words, felt that which I was expressing. It really shattered a lot of distorted illusion from my own sickening conditioning, you know um anyways. But enchantingbabble.blogspot.com, definitely subscribe and follow over there. That's my baby. That's my baby. I get emotional about that one. I almost I couldn't let her go. I tried, even though I've taken breaks and I have not written over there in a couple of months, let's say like months at a time. When it started to die down, it was because anyways, this is supposed to be about Venus and Leo. You can skip through this if you don't want to hear the chatter and the personalizations and stuff like that. I'm telling you, my vlog, Mystic Muse vlog, definitely go subscribe to my new vlog too. Like, what about, of course, I'm going to add my own little adverts and stuff like that, because if not me, then who? And if not now, then when? Like, what the fuck? And I'm doing all these kind of things because I'm proud of them. I love them. I'm excited to do, as I know that those of you that are tapped in, turned on, tuned in with me, you got shit that you're working on. You got things that you do. You got goals. You got plans. You got things that you want to do. And if there's anything about the alchemy of the mastery of this channeling and stuff like that, is to invigorate you, is to motivate you, is to inspire you to get up and continue to do that which you do, because you should feel passionate. You should feel love. You should feel excited about all that you do create and want to create and do, and connect with others too. And with the same enthusiasm, right? Doesn't it fucking suck? Like, aren't you getting away from those energies that fucking want to dull on your motherfucking parade? Like, anytime you have something exciting to say, they're like, okay. Like, it sucks when you don't get to fucking express that which you want to express. Like, not everything always got to be so bad. And and having a receptive party, and having that teach you, you know what, I'd rather celebrate and keep good news to my motherfucking self. And then learning to discern that that's going to help, because you got to drop a whole bunch of hell before you get to the space of having true, genuine, like, friendships that, yo, you express good news and stuff like that. It feels good to share it with them. And then there will come a time in this part when you get into that state of evolution where you'll not so much make the mistake and share good news with somebody that is back on that other kind of energies that you've learned to let go. And it's just like, to show you how far you have grown. Like when you be like, oh, you see, that's the type of energy I don't be hanging around, because this is why I don't be telling everybody shit, because look at that, you get that kind of like, stuff. But either way, I feel like this Venus and Leo energy, right? Because it's going to be from June 5th all the way to October 8th, 2023. Although there's no such thing as time, and everything is existing all simultaneously at once. But for whatever reason, we humans point out certain types of things because that's part of our conditioning too. Astrology is conditioning too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to religion in some kind of state, but it does apply in some kind of way, especially to the humanoid here having this soul evolutionary revolutionary experience. It's rather complex, right? It's rather complex. It's a paradox. It's a paradox of like, whoa, once you open Pandora's box, it's like, which way did it go, George? Actually, it went both ways at the same time. And in that, it opened up another multi-dimensional layers of infinite possibilities and variables that can take place and be created all at the same fucking time. So either way, but that's not about this, because this is about that. This is about Venus and Leo and stuff like that. But anyways, what was I saying about everything? Oh yeah, so my blog, so SEKHMET. So I wrote an article, a blog, I don't know what to call it. I'm learning the language and the lingo because now I'm speaking about myself proudly, right? Which is what I want you to get into the energy too. Maybe you are in that energy too. Like speak proudly, pridefully about that which you have gone through and what you rise from and what you conquer, right? Like the phoenix out of the ashes, right? Heart chakra opening. I love myself and others unconditionally and nurture loving relationships, right? As you should, right? Gratitude. I am grateful for everyone and everything in my life and the lessons each brings, right? As you should, right? Be definitely, right? Wheel of life. I am guided by the cycles of life and live in complete harmony with them. Yep. Here you go. You could be 42 years old. You could be 24 years old too, right? And you could be born on a day 4. You could be born in the month of April as well. You could be life path number 8, life path number 6, right? Balance, bringing the balance and harmony in the life, which is good, which is like also that Venetian kind of energy, right? Because, right, but it's in Leo. Like that's show-stopping Leo. I know I'm going all over the place, but I don't care because I'm excited. Excited because you know why? Because this one took a couple of days to record, and I had actually started recording it like that, and then something had happened that now I can't share that recording onto a later date. Anyways, and then the other one I just decided to cancel, and because anyway, that's just either way, we're not going back into those days and stuff like that. So it actually took me quite a couple of days. Ah. Ash guard down, ash guard down. Okay, we're picking it right back up. Up, up, up. Okay, we're up. It fell back down. But you see, you fall back down and you get back up. You fall back down and you get back up. And that's what's up. As long as that every time you fall, that you get back up and you know that you can get back up, and you be like, look at what I heard somebody say, but what about if you got no legs? Then use your motherfucking arms. Well, you got no legs and arms. Use your torso. You know what I mean? I'm not being funny, but I am just naturally funny. But that's what I'm just saying. But yeah, we just fixed the castle again, right? We rebuild that which has been broken, and you rise to the occasion every single time, right? And that's what I like. That's what I like, right? So you're rising to the occasion every single time, right? And now we got Venus and Leo, and that's motherfucking loud. It is just loud. I don't mean, you see what I'm saying? Like, you see how expressive, like, I don't need to curse right now, but I'm cursing, right? So it turns heads, right? It doesn't mean that you be all like, cursy. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, I'm just getting it. You don't get cursy, right? But you're loud. You could be obnoxious too, depending on where you're coming out of the side too, but it doesn't matter because Leo takes up space, right? And so now it's in Venus too. So this is like luxury too. This is so you have to also be mindful where you are in the state of your own conditioning with your finances and also your lack-minded mentality. That's important to bring up because you don't want to be in this loud ass energy with a broke ass mentality or lack-minded mentality or a struggling mentality, because then you're just going to amplify that too in an obnoxious or not in an endearing way, right? You got to get out of your own way, right? So because love is magnificent. Oh yes, it is. Right? And look, and I hear it in the mind. Like, what about for those that are scorned and don't believe that love? Then you need to heal, and you shouldn't be chasing after a love other dynamic outside of yourself until you heal that which is within yourself, because you wouldn't be a worthy partner to have, in the sense, not worthy, like you have to be worthy within yourself. Like, why would you bring somebody through your hell purposely? Like, hey, take care of me and make me feel better again. Because once that doesn't fucking work out, then you're back in hell again. And then who do you have to blame for that? You're gonna blame it on somebody else, and then it's just gonna be more distorted toxicness that keeps coming out, lashing out at each other, when everybody should just be by themselves until they're good. And granted, you might find somebody that's on the same path as you, that you connect with, vibe with, and but both parties have to be willing. And that's a beautiful space to be in, to be, nobody's ever 100%. Right? So it's nice to meet another healthy person in state of mind, heart, soul. Like, granted, it doesn't mean you're not broken. It doesn't mean that you don't have things that need to be fixed. It doesn't mean that there's not healing that needs to be done, but you're healthy about it. And just to meet another person that's healthy about it too. And then to find somebody and connect with somebody on that kind of soul level, like, wow, I got you, you got me. And this is like life partnering. That's dope. That's great. Right? That's great. But here we are in this Venus and Leo energy. And let me tell you something. Love is amazing. Love is magnificent. Love is grand. Love is showmancy. Love is, there's pride in love, right? And generous too, so extravagance, right? There's a lot of extravagance here. So if you have a tendency to be overly extravagant or loose with your spending, let's say, this would be a time to be a little bit extra mindful and challenge yourself. Save at this moment in time, right? Save. Instead of spending, save. Granted, you can have a great time, but if the impulse is to be so extra extravagant, even if you could be extravagant, right? Yes, treat yourself, take yourself good, but just be mindful of the extravagance and the expression of it, because don't let it just be wild, like, you know what I mean, like uncontrolled, and something karmic within you that needs to be sorted out, right? So and listen, Venus in Leo, I know I'm talking and I'm excited about it because I am, because it's good, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to bring up every single side of everything that comes up. Like, not everything's going to be all fucking red roses over here painting, I'm going to speak it how it is. And for those of you that get annoyed by hearing, oh, because I deal with that too. I deal with people like that they'll be like, why are you being negative? I'm like, how is speaking another side to something, bringing up a point, negative? Like, it's a lot of sometimes an immaturity in certain people that lack a depth, right? That they want to challenge and then gaslight in some kind of way, like, whatever. And there's respective waves around dealing with people like that. Like, I'm telling you, like, you're so supposed to be challenging me in conversation, real lifetime, face to face, and I'm just like, oh, right? You gotta take inside, take a breath. Like, breathe in. Okay, right? Because there's a lot of things, right? And then also with the extravagance of Venus and Leo, right? You got hard work pays off, cultivation, growth, seeing the results of that. And then the impulse might be to splurge. You get what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, not saying that if you can splurge, go ahead if you want to. Um, this is an ideal time if you don't typically splurge to splurge, but if you're always splurging, be mindful of your splurging. There we go. That's how we're gonna say that, right? So that's how we're gonna say it, right? So there's all right, so now let's get back to love, right? Venus and love. And we're generous, right? So generous in love, right? So this is like a flirty time too, right? You could be a little bit more extra gutsy, right? Bold, right? Dynamic, quantum, right? Warm-hearted towards certain kind of situations, right? You might be more expressive. You might be teasing a little bit more. You might be flirtatious. You might be getting outside of your box. You might be thinking about dating if you're not dating. You might be thinking about putting yourself out there, whether it's in a market, whether it's in romance, whatever it is. It's like putting yourself out there, being proud to put yourself out there, dressing up a little bit more, feeling a lot more sexy, tapping into your divine feminine energy and acting in your masculine energy, right? Acting in your masculine energy, which is your yang. So it's acting on the feminine wildness, right? It's like the prowl. It's like going out there and hold on. What? I don't know, where were we? But Venus and Leo, right? That's always going to be the go back to, right? I'm just gonna send this mat here, right? So right, about you, right? And what you could be feeling, right? So you could be feeling a little bit louder than usual, which is great. Because especially if you've been stuck in a rut, or you've been feeling like blase, 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 or blue, 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 right? This is an excellent time, right? To play, right? What do lions do? They like to play. They like to frolic, play, and they like to get it on, right? They get it on. You ever seen lions in the wild getting it on? They don't give a fuck who's watching, what camera is there, or anything like that. They be like, what? Excuse me, exposure. Oh, you want a show? You want a show? Oh, for sure. For sure. You want a show? For sure. For sure. For sure. And they just they just get it on. So you could be getting out of this, they could be surrendering, right? Getting out of your own little hermit, right? Getting out of this this moment in time that you went inside, right? You could be now wanting to experience life, which is nice, right? We have like I'm bringing sexy back. You know how to act, right? I don't know, but so it's like a teaser time, a game time, a play time, a divine time, a sexy time, a seduction time, lure, a prowl, right? Like right? So everything is right? But because Venus and Leo is forever stuck in the romance phase of things, right? So it's like a whirlwind relationship, right? And so it's always in the romance sector of relationships, right? So it feeds off of giving attention, getting attention, right? It feeds off of being acknowledged, right? It feeds off of validation, right? It feeds off of adoration and things like that, right? Because Venus and Leo, right, when you talk about it, they don't want to be left out in the cold. No. They want to be adored. They want to be pampered, right? And admired too, right? But this hermit wants to keep coming out too. So it's like breaking free from your own shell, right? This contemplation, the search for truth, the search for um your own adoration towards yourself, your own validation towards yourself, your own worthiness towards yourself, your own self-love and care, this meditation that you're on, right? So this is like a hallmark for a new cycle, right? This new couple of months that it's going to be Venus and Leo energy. So you have this opportunity to dive more into like the unknown sectors of romance, the unknown sectors of your wild card, your wild woman, your wild man, your freedom, right? Let freedom sing. Let freedom sing. And the freedom is you, right? So it's like It's like, what do you want to change? What does that change look like? What does this transformation into my wholeness self look like? Because the wheel of fortune, change, destiny, this turning point, and it's good luck too, right? Because the Venus and Leo cycle, it's profitable. Oh, what you thought? Why you thought I was excited? I'm excited because it's profitable too. So it's like diving into the sectors of truth that are romantic for you, that is like a quest for you, uh uh a seduction for you. It's a hard on for yourself or for the things that you are creating, right? It's a masturbation, right, at its finest, right? So this is a great time too, right? So you might be dealing, okay, so the wheel is changing from a certain kind of energies that you might have needed to get out of. And for those of you that are not out of those energies yet, this is the time frame to shift, to align, to alchemize in this, like having this romantic adventure story of your own. Did your romance how did romance in your life shift during this transit, right? So it's like recognizing, right, the reciprocity, the Six of Pentacles here, right? The charity, the generosity, the community, right? So it's like, what are you growing? So this is even a good time to be in contests, right? Playing the lottery, going to parties, recreation stuff, um, um, doing like seeing a play, or like getting dressed up, cosplay. Like I love cosplay. I make too many voices to not cosplay. But the shy, reserved me would hide that side of myself, right? And do it behind the scenes and be that type of thing, right? But now it's like, nah, I'm gonna wear my costume outside, right? I'm gonna go outside as Wonder Woman. I'm gonna go outside wearing this queen, this goddess divine. I'm gonna be a vampire today. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna dress up like a cheerleader. I'm gonna do like, I'm gonna wear a suit. I'm gonna wear a tie. I'm gonna wear this Batman costume. I'm gonna wear this Spider-Man costume. I don't need to go to an event to do these things. It's like being loud, being bold. It's like, I'm gonna style my hair differently. I'm gonna color it this color. I'm gonna play around. I'm gonna have rainbow color hair. Like, it's Pride Month or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's like drawing out the goddess, the God, the divine in you in powerful ways. And it made me think of Sekhmet, right? Because she's powerful in her entity. She's the face of a lion, a lioness, right? But actually, let's read about Sekhmet from my blog. I shared it also on my community board, right? Hold on, let me close because I'm getting distracted. Hold on. Um, I'm looking for my phone now. Oh, okay. So, hold on. Oh, sorry. Okay. Um, let me go to, oh, I'm in the wrong thing. I didn't save it. All right, hold on. Hold on, guys. So I wrote this back in March 5th, March 5th, 2015, right? Goddess of War, Sekhmet, right? The powerful one, Lady of Pestilence, and Goddess of Vengeance, Avenger of Wrongs, and the Scarlet Lady, right? Sekhmet. It says, praises and all glories be unto Sekhmet, great one, who burns hot like the moon time, sun upon the desert sand, and whose roar echoes in the caverns of the tawny rock. Mighty lion-headed one, queen of heaven, protect. I'm reading on this one. I know that that's not what I wrote. Let me just go to what I wrote. The powerful one, Lady of Pestilence and Goddess, right? Goddess Sekhmet, sister of Goddess Bast, also known as Goddess. Ow! Oh my gosh. Okay. Goddess Sekhmet, sister of Goddess Bast. She's the sister of Goddess Bast, also known as the powerful one, Lady of Pestilence, and Goddess of Vengeance, Avenger of Wrongs, and the Scarlet Lady. The role of Sekhmet is often described as being the powerful sun goddess of war and protector of the pharaohs. Sekhmet was the member of the Memphis triad of gods and was the consort of the god Ptah. I don't know how to say that. Triad A, group of 3 gods that make up one family unit. Goddess Sekhmet is often depicted with the head of a lioness. And if you remember from one of my previous posts, spoke of her gorgeous sister, Goddess Bastet, who was often depicted with the head of a cat and yet still a lioness sun goddess too. Hold on. Funny. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. This is going a little crazy. Once upon an enchanted moon ago, in a land somewhere not so far away in ancient land, there lived a beautiful goddess named Sekhmet. Beautiful as she may be seen, she was as deadly as a cobra and revered as the almighty powerful one. Once upon a time in our ancient Egyptian lands, not so far away, yet away, once an enchanted moon ago, as the stories are told, truth shall unfold. Sekhmet would be considered extremely gangster with an exceptionally short fuse, laughing out loud. I enjoyed learning about many of our gods and goddesses known to this world. There is something about connection with everything, anything, nothing, something. There is a myriad of information out here in this world waiting for each of us. You, me, we. See? There's a world outside, inside, waiting for every one of us and desiring for us oh so bad to just take a look-see, hoping that we would grow curious enough to desire to seek and find. What's happening here? Hold on. Find I. And when we find it, we keep it. And if we keep it, we dive deeper and deeper and deeper, exploring every possible facet and landscape that there is to wonderfully explore within, without, inside, outside, around side, full circle time. And in this exploring phase, stage, age, we also find a piece of ourselves, connect the dots, our dots. We are the most beautiful, scattered, puzzled, frazzled pieces of soul art. We are everything, anything, nothing, yet something. Water equals MC circle. We come in full circle, baby. All of our nothings turning into our somethings, our anything, everything, nothing. This thing that is sunk so deep within ourselves, it's our truth, divine truth, something like absolute. The shit just resonates when we hear it, feel it, taste our truths. No matter how bizarre our truths may be, when it rings so damn loud inside our entire human vessel, there is never any ignoring those sound, blast off waves, ricocheting. We scream alive, out loud. We become undone, one, some, none. We are one with everything, anything, something, all things, nothing. We belong. This is exactly what Enchanting Babble is all about, bringing personal truths into full circle, having them make sense for myself, self, you, me, everything, anything, nothing, something, all things, you and me. Anywho, uncut this ish has instantly become laughing loud. What have we done? No edits, nice and raw, just the way me like it. Because I swear this enchanted entry is and was only supposed to be about this strikingly beautiful yet deadly goddess Sekhmet, warrior goddess, a wonderful goddess I am happily introducing to you all. Hope she speaks to all of you in her own way to allow her ancient divinity to woo you in places and ignite your fire by speaking straight into your soul. Because always remember, Enchanting Babbler only speaks to souls. At least that is why my namaste is always about honoring your soul. Thank you all for enchanting me with your presence. Now on to Goddess Sekhmet. She is the most powerful and mighty protector of all the pharaohs and the armies of Egypt. She was simply a badass. She was the complete opposite of her sister in regards to how they went about in their business affairs. Let's just say peace is not what Sekhmet breathed. No way. She was definitely queen of war. Temper she most certainly had. She was known for fighting a war and was never known to back down. Sekhmet, a most beautiful and fierce warrior goddess of divine retribution, vengeance, destruction, and conquest, she would rip your head off, laughing out loud. No joke. The daughters of Ra were no one to mess with. Her sun-disk crown is depicted with the rearing cobra that symbolizes her absolute power and authority of the gods and their Egyptian monarchy. She was a warrior goddess manifestation of the sun, causing an inferno of flames to devour the enemies of Egypt. As a lioness, she is represented as the fiercest hunter known to the ancient Egyptians at that time. Goddess of fire, war, vengeance, menstruation, and medicine. Right? Her parents are Hathor and either Ra or Horus. Her siblings are Hathor, Bas, Serket, Shu, and Tefnet. Offspring, Nefertim, Sekhmet or Sekhmet. These are the names. Two, being known as goddess of healing for Upper Egypt. Sekhmet also is a solar deity, many times called the daughter of the sun god Ra, and also associated with the goddesses of Hathor and Bas. With her many associations, she can be construed as being a divine arbiter of the goddess Mat, justice and order, in the judgment hall of Osiris, associating her with the Wedjat, eye of Ra, and also connecting her with the goddess Tefnut, goddess of rain, air, moisture, weather, dew, lines, fertility, and water. Anyways, yeah, and then Sekhmet and her consort, the god Ptah, who is the primal creator of the world and all that is, he being a magnificent earth god, earth and fire together as one, god of earth, goddess of fire, perfect duo. Ptah is also the patron of artists and craftsmen. Ptah and Sekhmet created a sun god, Nefertim, who is the god of healing and associated with the lotus flower. So the three of them were known as the Memphite triad, right? Ptah, creator god on the left, Sekhmet, protector goddess on the right, Nefertim, lotus goddess of healing, right? And then I wrote Namaste, earth angel goddess production. But yeah, so, but why I was feeling Sekhmet, right? Because I'm talking about Venus and Leo in level 1, she's the lioness goddess and stuff like that. But I just feel like with where everyone is, like for those tapped in, turned on, tuned in with me, and where you are on your journey of wholeness, of healing, of resurrection, of like, so it's like embodying this powerful warrior goddess, but now tapping into your Venetian quality. So it's like softening that warrior in you at this oh, I like that. I like that. Right? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, right? The solution to your revolution. What does that look like? This is another paper, right? But what was it? What did I say? What did I say? Oh, the softening. The softening. Venus in Leo. The softening, right? The softening. I'm sorry, I scared you in my cup. Right? It's the softening. Right? And so it's learning a new side to your own softening while still being like a badass, right? Or just, and it's not so much a badass, but it's just like ruler of your kingdom, ruler of your domain. You don't play. You've gone through a lot. Like it's been made for you to be that way. So now you have this compelling desire with your story of retribution, resurrection, phoenix rising out of the ashes, right? Being king and queen of your own jungle now, right? You have this compelling desire to stand out with this Venus and Leo energy. It's like, what? Sis, I take up space. You could take up space too. Nobody's stopping you from taking up space, but you're not gonna stop me from taking up space. And if me being out here aggravates or bothers you, remember who? Goddess Sekhmet, that goddess of war. I will rip your head off. Right? But guys, Spirit just said, girl, didn't what about the softening? See what I'm talking about? So this Venus and Leo energy has a lot of work cut out for them, because there's a lot of roughness, there's a lot of sore spots, there's a lot of I'll bite you type of energy, right? Like, what are you talking about? Why? Who you talking to like that, right? And 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 right now with this Venus and Leo, like the other side of that flip side is that romantic side, is that it's that opening yourself up to have that, right? To have that, to have that for yourself, right? Because you deserve that. You deserve to have the whole package. Like, why after going through everything that you go through in life do you still need to be rough? Why do you still need to be tough? When does it soften, right? When does it soften? Oh my gosh, I didn't even know we were going there. But I love that, right? It's like a soft, and a receiving of it too. So all things are golden. All things are golden, right? Generosity and warmth, right? Contributing to this too for yourself, right? Meeting and having the right set of resources, right? Making the right kind of connections at this time. This is all favorable energy that is a development for you in your own evolution, and it's also contributing to the confidence that is growing within your being, that is allowing you to feel safe in standing out. Like, excuse me, I'm on stage. You got a fucking problem with that? Like shit like that, but serious thing is checking me. Like, no, be nice, right? So King of Swords. But so it's like being, it's mental clarity, right? But it's softening, because this is that air quality, right? So it's being logical, intellectual, it's applying the spirit science to your own equation, this Venus and Leo season, right? So and granted, and it's not that you're like this with everybody, it's just you are like this when need be. And in the world of having to operate in your masculine energy, because you always have to watch your back out for something, someone always trying to undercut, side, shade, evil eye, send some kind of fucking imaginary spell work there your fucking way. Like, okay, their brain, they what can I say, right? Right, but it's an opportunity for the revelation of you. Like, this is that moon, right? To be revealed onto you that which is coming, right? So there's opportunity for reflection, right? Learning lessons about defending what you deserve. Did you hear that? That's worth repeating. Learning the lessons about how defending what you deserve, and the war that you get through, and the war within yourself that is finding the peace to have this Venetian kind of experience of romance, right? That is here for you, right? Because it's a remarkable time for you to stand out, for you to be in your position of empowerment and love, right? So this Venus and Leo cycle, right? It's gonna be retrograding. So it's gonna be retrograding, but not yet. It's gonna be retrograding till, I know it. I feel it at the tip of my tongue. It'll come to me. But either way, right, so it's right now it's not retrograding, but still it's the season of retrograde, right? In terms of of that, right? But either way, this is similar to a cycle that occurred back in 2015, right? So that was 8 years ago. You could be life path number 8 too. Right? So 8 years ago, 2015, right? 2015. So right, so everything is like Ouroboros style, right? Everything is like Ouroboros. Everything comes full circle in certain kind of things, right? So this self-reflection. So where were you 8 years ago? 8 years ago, what shifted for you, right? In your life, right? So literally like Venus and Leo 8 years ago, what shifted for you back then, right? That created a newer cycle of evolution to occur, that here we are now full circle now. And now you can take from that period of time that may have been your defense mode was up, your warrior stance was being forged, like your the warrior and you had to live in order to survive. And so that cycle of rebirth, sort of like, right, that cycle of rebirth, what occurs, right, that so now there's new, right, coming in. You could have been born in 1981, you could be 18 years old too, but then that would make you really really young. But still, I can't take experience away, because when I was 10 years old I was already dealing with death. When I was 9 years old, I was already dealing with that. So to take away someone's birthing experience or life experience and say, oh, they were too young, 10 years old, they must have not gone through nothing. A lot of 10-year-olds go through a lot of shit. A lot of 5-year-olds go through a lot of shit. So I won't take that away from anyone's experience and do ageism, like, and stuff like that. Because by the time I was 18 years old, I've been through hell and motherfucking back. And that shit started way before I turned 10. So I'm not here to judge anybody's experience, because in this world there'd be a lot of fucked up ones, right? So either way, right? So go back 8 years to 2015. Where were you in this development, right? And then also what lessons are being learned about who you are in defending what it is that you I'm sorry, I'm gonna be shifting a lot because my legs, like, I gotta shift them because this is crazy. Right? Right? Because now you motivated. I'm motivated, 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 motivated. I love NF. Right? I don't know, for those of you, whatever. I like rap music too. So, but I like, I'm motivated, motivated. That's the only part I could think for you right now, right? So the Knight of Swords, in your truth, right? Assertive, you're being assertive, you're taking direct action, right? But don't be impatient, don't be on that heroic streak, right? Like, because whatever the case may be. So either way, so it's about you have this chance to really dive deep into this introspection, into the shadow work side, right? This self-work side that can lead you to feeling more fulfilled creatively, right? Prosperously, and making room in your life for more fun and pleasure. Right? So, and why so serious? You don't need to be so serious, right? So this Venus and love, you see, Venus and love, Venus, I'm gonna write that down because it's this Venus and love type of experience, right? Venus and love, right? What does that feel like? What does that feel like? Taste like? Smell like? In your career? So it's like career, with your finances, relationships, friendships, outlook, mentality, intelligence, like it's everything, right? And your mind, body, heart, whole, right? Like, so it's like, okay, so what does Venus and Leo bring? If for sure, like for sure, it brings passion, it brings desire into our lives. In Vedic astrology, I have a Leo rising, right? It makes fucking sense, right? And so either way, but Venus in Leo is very proud, right? Right? So there's a lot of thought here. There's a lot of introspection, self-work that can lead to being more fulfilled creatively, but the work has to be done, right? So sometimes we have to sacrifice like our egos in order to get what we want in love, right? Especially in love, right? So now in our state of remembrance, in our state of surrender, in our state of of okay, hold on please, I don't want to lose the thing. So what was I saying? So the whole point of this that I hear that I was trying to make was that, like, granted, right, Venus and Leo has big ego, right? And so to compromise, right, to get what you want, you sometimes the sacrifice of the ego has to so that, or that's the way that it appears to be, right? Like, oh, I gotta sacrifice this in order to do that. But instead of thinking of it in that way, right, it's like fresh perspectives, right? It's like, don't be afraid to, instead of viewing it like, oh, I gotta drop this, I gotta do this, I gotta change this and stuff like that. It's like, it's not change, it's transform, it's replace, right? So it's like, what newer way, what relevant version of myself best applies to this now situation, instead of looking at it like you have to surrender something or give something up. It's, what is this newer version of myself that is here, right? um Trying to tell me about the new me, this newer version of myself, as opposed to, oh my gosh, I had to like, because to I don't even know where I was anymore. But yeah, so it's like, it's just shifting your perspective on what it is that is really happening here, because it doesn't have to be so fixed in a view, you know what I mean? And Leo is a fixed sign, so once they have their minds made up about something in particular, it's very hard to shift. So it's not like they embrace change so willingly, especially in regards to romance, love, especially if regards to if there has been any warrior stance of defense, or um of any kind of like um any kind of any kind of hardship, trauma, drama, pain, hurt, that one has experienced, like, in their life, like, to all of a sudden shift, right? With this shift, because it's here, doesn't necessarily make the shift an easy one, right? And like, this is all good energy and stuff like that or whatever, but it doesn't mean it's easy for everyone, especially if you have a lot of fixed sign or things like that, like, so definitely, right? So Wheel of Fucking Fortune, like, what? Again, right? So this Wheel of Fortune, this time, this changing, right? This, right, from this Ten of Swords that came out that way, right? So it's the only way. Was this video? I do so many damn videos, I don't even know who I'm speaking to anymore, right? The only way is up from here, right? Didn't this happen in another video? Right? But anyways, so it's like coming out of, like, right. So it's like getting the rest that you need, right? It's coming together with all the levelings of, it's like having every single pillar of needed in order to stabilize, And so now you have all the pillars of strength here. You have everything needed in order to stabilize. And that's your wheel of life spinning now. So from that stabilized perspective, from this stabilized place, it's like Venus and Leo energy is like, now let's have some fun. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, you want to know what I was going through this last 20 years? You want to have fun now? Sure. Right? But it's getting into the truth, right? Oh, look at, and then it's like getting into the truth, and it says love is love. What? So, right? So it's like, it's a time to tap into the generosity of this transit, right? Venus in Leo is generous, right? Not only with time, but with presence, with gifts, with things, right? That spoiling effect, right? Because Leo rules the heart chakra, right? So it makes sense that this Venetian placement would love to spoil, would love to show unconditional care towards those that they love and stuff like that, right? But it's also now like with yourself, right? It's also that too, right? So it's like with yourself, right? This Ace of Wands, and I was talking about this Ace of Wands, like this hard on, right? This is my phallus card, right? So it's being passionate, it's being brilliant about your passion. Ooh, passionate, brilliant. Venus, ooh, Venus and Leo, right? Right. And it's like now, like you're, so it's like the compelling desire to stand out and this undying affection being gifted, right? Whether you're gifting it to yourself, to others, whatever the case may be, it's in the air, it's happening now. And it's like, it's being dramatic because Leo is dramatic. Leo is dramatic. Leo is dramatic. Tell me about it. Leo is dramatic. There's no it's allowed. Like people could be like, oh, they're showing off. Are they really? Or are they just dramatic and expressive in their expressions? Like, how dare you insult somebody for being dramatic, right? How about they're just expressive? Stop being so dull. We can call you dull in your speech. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you know what I mean? I don't like when people try to simmer. I've been always told, simmer down, calm down. Oh, you're too hyper, you're too this, you're too that, you're like, you dull up. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't do boring in any kind of way, right? Look, it's like people are never satisfied, like with stuff, this pain. So look, this is coming up even too, right? So it's like getting out of that painful state, right? So even though this is about extravagance too, right? For some, it's still like, even though the energy is like that, it still may feel like a risk, right? It may not feel safe to invest in something, someone, right? But don't 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 let your past experience of, for some of you here too, you might have been so dissatisfied with love, hurt by love, not happy with your choices, not happy with your options, not that you don't have options, it's just like the options that are there, so like, I don't know if I want all of that, right? Like, so I'd rather just be by myself, like, no thank you, like that kind of stuff. But for others too, like, to a broken-hearted Leo, it can be very hard to shift out of that kind of energy, right? um so so swords, two of swords, eight of wands, right? So it's like shooting out into the horizons, right? Even through underneath all this conflict, this battle of people attacking your status, your energy, trying to shoot you down, like not wanting to see you succeed or not. And it's not even so much not wanting to see you succeed or something like that, but it could be like, just whatever, like this 5 of Swords type of energy is for you, whether it's, issues with family, friends, like, battles out there in the battlefield, people competing against you, things like that, just having certain kind of hardships and all this kind of stuff. It's now making wiser decisions, right, in your alignment, right? So now in making these wiser decisions in your alignment, we have this transit happening here, right? Hold on one second. Right? So in it's making wiser decisions, right? Because we're dealing with even a Venus square, right? With the nodes of destiny, right? And so that's causing us to feel a little bit pushed, right? In regards to making us feel like we have to make certain kind of decisions when it comes to love, money, relationships, right? And so it's going to bring up shadow elements to certain kind of things, right? Certain shadow elements that need to be brought up anyways. It needs to be brought up anyways, because in order to resolve anything, you need to identify, right? So any issues that come up that are already present in certain kind of partnerships, relationships, they need obviously changing, right? So if there's issues that get brought to the surface at this time that might be causing certain kind of friction or certain kind of feelings of like heartbreak or hurt, it's to get you into to mending, right? To mending your relationship, your partnerships, right? And depending on the route that you take in the mending, it's gonna affect your future, of course, right? So like, and if you want to make healthier, wealthier self choices with your romantic connections, especially, then you need to be honest with yourself when these things do come up, even though it might be challenging and you might feel a little bit pushed due to certain kind of transits happening at this moment in time, right? Because that's just the way that it is, right? That's just the way that it is. So there are other transits we'll talk about too, right? That they're going to be doing, because I'm sorry, I'm a little bit distracted, but it's not a bad distraction. It's just a little bit distracted, right? So the sorcerer, right? So you could be 27 years old. You could have been born in 1972. You could be life path number 8. You could be life path number 4. You could be life path number 9, right? Either way, so June, I believe 11th. June 11th, August 22, and September 17th. um Venus squares Jupiter in Taurus, right? 3 times. Hold on. Be nice. Hold on. So either way, right? And it does this because of the retrograde that's coming up and stuff like that. So it's gonna feel like an over the top type of energy that is pushing us to do things big, right? So you could be feeling that impulse now, do things big. So in that in itself, you have Venus and Leo, which is also dramatic, right? Emotions are exaggerated and expansive at this time. So let's be mindful about that, right? So there we go. So around June 19th, we enter the pre-shadow period of the retrograding, right? And so that's where our hearts are going to feel consumed, right? And this is the time to definitely, so this is the time now that you're before even this pre-shadow zone, right? To to tame your extravagance levels, because when this pre-shadow zone enters, this is when it can grow wildly out of control, right? So this is an ideal time for you to like journal to your own sentiments and make sure to keep tabs on what's going on with you, and financially too. Okay, because it'll be helpful for you to start this even ahead of time. This is why, it comes up now, right? Because once it commences, you could be prepared for anything, like anything goes, right? So it's best to be prepared always, so so what are the messages that we have for those tapped in? Ready. So, right, ready, get ready. It has been a long journey, wondering where look at, so love is this Venus and love energy. So for some of you too, this is like this love, right? Her shield has been lifted, an offering has been made as she releases the energies and hopes contained for so long. She calls out, finally ready for love to arrive, right? So, and this could be in from what I hear too, like, because this is not just love, this is too like acceptance at like in your field of expertise too. This could be just greatness happening for you, right? So releasing anger may reside within, or there may be dealing with issues right now, right? Or an imbalance, right? So balancing out, because you are the sorcerer, right, in your own life and stuff like that too. So I just feel like oh, look at the Empress have fallen out over here, right? This is a wonderful time for the softening of you, to put down the sword, to put down the battle gear, to now put on your ballroom gown. Right? It's like take off your boxing gloves, right? No more boxing gloves. Um, Now put on your ballroom shoes, your cocktail dress, your suit and tie, or whatever, however you like to have fun, or um um but be like, go to a masquerade ball, like, you know um now is a time to express, right? If you're, and especially if you're creative, you're an artist in some kind of way, whatever that is, writer, dancer, singer, musician, a painter, a sketch artist, a graphic artist, a healer, whatever it is that you do and that you're passionate about too. That's where Venus and Leo's energy lends to having such a greater, much more profound experience that really creates fulfillment for you in your life. This greater sense of fulfillment. Okay, what about love? What about relationships? Those in a relationship, those not in a relationship, those wanting one. What about love, romance, right? At this time, for those tapped in, turned on, tuned in. What about love and romance? What is the divine advice oracle insight that will be just the right amount of mana needed for those tapping in, turning on, tuning in at this moment in time, right? You got this King of Pentacles. Okay, I like that. Right? You got this. This one is, I think this is the Justice. Right? I just want to make sure that's why I even have this. I believe that's the justice. I forgot this book's messed up. So I was get confused. I think that is justice. Hold on. Ay. Why? Where is she? Shh. Where is she? 1 second. Okay, after much time and then my own stupidity, all I had to do was look at the damn number. Justice. Ay. I'm like, it looks like justice because it got the scales and all kind of stuff, but like, all I had to do was look at the number. All I had to do was look at the number. So, right. So, okay. So, hold on. Okay. Um, so this is a very silly time. Which is a playful energy, right? Which I love, right? And then you have here the Chariot. So yeah, so here, look, this King of Pentacles. So remember, that's the slowest moving knight, right? Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So it's the slowest moving type of tangible reality coming into your mix that is justice for you. So whatever you who's watching here have been marinating, mixing for real, right? Something's coming quickly. Play that beat, bam, play that beat, bam, play that beat, bam, right? And I just feel like, so in love, right? So it's like if let's say you're single, right? Something, a love offer, look, I'm even seeing like, yeah, 2 or 1, whatever the case may be. Right? But look at what? It's like all this major arcana stuff happening here, right? Okay, wait. So yeah. So yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, so this is like from single to partnered because you got the Sun card here, and all good outcomes come from the Sun card anyways, right? But then you got the 9 of Cups here. So this could be like yeah, from going single to partnered, right? With maybe a earth sign, right? Of someone with earth in their chart, right? So that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? Type energy, right? Or Venus signs, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Venus, right? Type of stuff, or even Leo, right? the sun card, right? Something going down in August time, right? The wheels of time span, meeting somebody new in August, right? Or going on some type of thing like meetings, traveling or something like that. Or yeah, like it's due justice. So it's like having what you've been waiting for, but in its own form, right? So Venus in Leo, look at here. So 10 of Swords, after, look at, so after a leaving, after being left behind, after being hurt, after this is, because this is coming out from even under here, right? You have this, yeah, getting out of your own way, right? So this Venus in Leo energy that we were talking about, right? The decisions that we have to make when it comes to love, when it comes to our money, when it comes to our relationships, when it comes to the things that we want and the things that we want to create, right? Any issues that are presenting themselves, right? What we can do to break free from that, right? To change that. What is it that we need to do to change certain things? What do we want to change, right? The softening. So the softening, right? Using this Venus and Leo type of energy for the softening, right? It's like calming our aura, right? Being calm, right? Calming our own, choosing our words wisely, right? Maybe keeping a weekly journal too, things that we can do, right? The things that we can do to create for ourselves, right? Like this Emperor, right? This is like someone wealthy, someone healthy, someone stealthy being a suitable partner for you. For my abstinence crew, for my celibate crew, for those that have been waiting for your right divine counterpart, life partner. And then it's not so much waiting, but living your life in the way that you can, respectable to you, honorary to you, and not shortchanging yourself or just jumping from relationship, from partner to partner to partner, because you know your worth, you know your value, and you rather wait it out, you rather sit it out, and you rather you know the value. This, I'm sorry, I'm going to talk about it like that because I know that people get offended when I speak like this, but you know, it is what it is, because I exist, so therefore these people exist too. So I'm just speaking about it from the narratives of how many of what this can do. So for someone too, this could be an engagement leading to a wedding too as well, right? So this could be somebody getting married, right, after a very long time of heartbreak, or maybe being single and stuff like that too, or you know, whatever the case may be. Or this is having suitable options, partners, a wealthy partner, a healthy partner, right? So if you're a female energy, divine energy, a divine feminine energy, right, this is like a wealthy man of status liking you, wanting to be serious with you, taking you seriously, right? Something like that, right? And they can yeah, yeah, they can be an air sign too, right? This is being provided for, being taken care of. This could be you in your position. If you're a male here, you're female here, whatever, this is you being in your position of power, financial security, stability, and financial security, stability, and stuff like that. And now ready for that next journey step. And it's happening because the Chariot is here, your Chariot is here. And how you are charioteering is how it's getting out of your own way. That self-sabotage is getting out of your own mental state of whatever it was that you were from previously before, right? This Venus and Leo energy is lending a playful energy, it's a softening energy, right? It's a softening. I'm softening up to the idea of being partnered. I'm softening up to the idea of marriage. I'm softening up to the idea of children. I'm softening up to the idea of allowing someone to pamper me. I'm softening up to the idea of having a life partner, a divine counterpart. I'm softening up to the idea of receiving all the things that I desire, knowing that I am going to receive them. I'm softening up to the idea of feeling deserving. I'm softening up to the idea, like, you know, so it's like the softening. I'm softening to the idea of being pleased. I'm softening up to the idea of pleasure. I'm softening up to the idea of seduction. I'm softening up to the idea of romance, right? So it's just aligning with these what it is for you, and you're getting all your truths from the energy of self-reflection, introspection that you are putting in the work for, right? And so in that introspection, reflection type of state, you're learning your truths. Like, how can you not learn your truths if you're doing these type of things? You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, that's the type of stuff that brings, right? And then you have the Chariot again. The Chariot again. So something, right, is like, wow. 10 of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? 10 of Pentacles. Right? You want that castle? Here's your castle. You want that dream career job? Here's that dream career job. You want multiple streams of income? Here's those multiple streams of income. You want that husband? You want that wife? You want that family? Here you go. You want that status? You want that recognition, that validation? Here you go. Right? Here you go. The Emperor again. Are you freaking it's like, say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Right? So, and this is like, oh my gosh, this is like, what do you want? What do you mean, what do I want? What do you want, darling? I want to give you everything. I want to give you everything too. You already do give me everything. You give me everything just by simply existing. You have made me the happiest man alive. Oh, I am the most luckiest, happiest woman alive, divine. Don't play with me, the Empress is here. And this is dramatic, right? This is dramatic. This is climactic. This is like, what? Like, what do you mean? Yeah, you get the romance of a lifetime too, right? Because look at the Eight of Swords. It's like these cards are duplicating themselves in another deck, right? It's like right here, King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, right? Getting out of your own way. And then this king is like, here we are, right? Here we are. Here we are, right? I want you, you want me, right? And we just gonna be this happy family, right? And it's just like, okay, I'm ready, right? So you surrender. So it's all about surrendering to the softening that's happening here, this Venus and Leo, right? And whichever way that's going to be for you. And this is also in career sector, I feel, right? Because there's a lot of pentacle strong energies here. So this is also the softening of you. So this is like you opening up more. This is you being more vulnerable, even in your, so if you're in the spotlight, if you are a person of notoriety, of celebrity, of some type of influence and stuff like that. This is like you landing more roles. This is you getting more gigs. This is you having more publications. This is you getting more press play. This is you starting something that boosts your career. This is you getting more projects and creations and collaborations that are closer to what it is that you are doing and seek and want. This is public speaking. This is putting yourself out there in a new type of way that you are softening yourself up for. right? You have to have that thick skin to put yourself out there, so that you already had that goddess SEKHMET type power, right? This, you've already been through that, did that, and all this kind of stuff. So now it's like taking center stage. It's like you now having a sold out shows, country to country, state to state, your best selling book and all this kind of stuff, and now doing book signings and things like that, or having you're a musician and you're playing in different states, and you're having sold out concerts, shows, you know, whatever the case may be, and taking that center stage as you fucking deserve. This is like now meeting the person of your dreams, and I'm getting married to this person, yeah, and it's like making front page publications, like, oh my god, the so and so is together, so and so. So this could be also in career. This is like a collaboration of some sort. So and so is singing a song together. So and so is doing a movie together. So and so is being on this TV show together. So and so is dating so and so, like, you get what I'm saying, like so and so. So it's like the softening of you to be in this position of power that's empowering for you, that is bringing about even more success in all sectors of your life, because as it should be, right? Especially if you're working on these kind of things for yourself, right? You're working on these kind of things for yourself. So just for added more fun, remember, if your number or sign doesn't show, that doesn't mean anything. It's just, you know, take with it as you will, right? You could be a Libra, you could be 26 years old, 20 years old, 28 years old. You could be born 1986. You could be 34 years old, 42 years old, 43. You could be 56. You could be 25. You can be a Gemini. You could have been born December 5th. You could be a Scorpio. You could be life path number 4, life path number 6, life path number 9. You could have been born in 1982, 1981, 1980. You could be life path number 8. Okay, you could be 44 years old, 43, 53. You could be a Capricorn. Okay, you could be 60 years old, 63 years old. You could have been born 1985, 1971, 1962, 1989, 1984, 1986, 1987, 1999, 2000, 2001, 2005. You could have been born June 5th, May 6th. You could be 27 years old, be life path number 6, right? So 6 of Swords, right? Coming out of troubling times, right? Coming out of roller coaster rides, coming out into new lands, like, so that which was barren is now fruitful, right? Because you are the magician, you are the empress, you are the emperor, right? Here. And that's a beautiful space to be in. I like that, right? Right, we all want love. We want to feel accepted in those kind of ways, right? You could be born 1980, I said 1988. You could be an Aquarius, you could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo. You can have a moon in Gemini, moon in Capricorn. 1961, 1951, you could be 51, you could be 65, you could be 1965, 1951, 1955. All right. Yeah, so anyways, I just want to thank you all for tapping in, tuning in with me. You know, I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed this Venus and Leo reading and stuff like that. We're gonna end it, close it off with some affirmations. Okay, just give me a second. Definitely go subscribe to my new YouTube channel at Mystic Muse Vlog. All the information will be in the description box below. Stay tuned for vlog number 3 airing very soon. There's so many different vlogs that are going to be airing that I'm really excited about sharing with all of you. Yeah, there's so many. The vlogging experiences actually has been another cracking me open even furthermore here on my journey. And so I enjoy vlogging, and it's become such a wonderful wholesome experience, and even furthermore healing and activating for me as well, and stuff like that. So stop it. So either way, here we go. Let me just end it with some affirmations because I gotta go now. I gotta go now. Okay, I only have one hand right now, guys. Right, wheel of life. How many times? Okay, the wheel is turning. I am guided by the cycles of life and live in complete harmony with them. Right, that's beautiful. What else? Right, a nurturing heart, mother. Right, I am protective spirit and reach out to all of life with love and compassion. Right, I gotta go. Right, nature's spirits. I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve life on earth. Right, hello, hi baby. Third eye chakra, right? I see the wisdom of my higher self and apply this wisdom to my life. Okay, movement meditation. What is going on here? Okay, I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movement. Oh my goodness, are you tapped and turned on, tuned in with me with my 60-second videos and my 3-minute dance stretch? Dance stretch. Loosen the fudge up with me, and all my other like little funny skits and things like that too, that I hope bring a wonderful smile and giggle to your face, to your place, right? So either way, oh my goodness. Okay. So definitely check out my blog to learn more about my personal life and journey and certain things happening at this moment in time. You're definitely not going to want to miss introductions and things and up close and personals and so much more. The next vlog that's going to be shared is me celebrating with my daughter her 22nd birthday. So definitely go check that one out. If there's anything that I love more in this world is being her mother, being a mother. It is such an honor to be gifted in that type of way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to get a spark of the divine. Okay, like I'm not gonna get emotional. I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am part of all creation. Oh my gosh, definitely screenshot that one. Okay. Definitely, you're gonna want to watch the vlog to learn more about what's happening behind the scenes. And if you want to get early access and have that type of insider privilege about what's going on behind the scenes, then you definitely want to subscribe for just 99 cents to @Enchantress on Instagram, because there you get the inside scoops before anything ever usually goes public anyways. So if you are interested in learning what's going on behind the scenes and certain kind of things, and you want to be the first to know, because I have over 20 something vlogs already to share with you guys, and I've only aired 2 and I'm about to air 3. And so by the time you get to learn of anything behind the scenes insider scoop on Instagram @Enchantress, they already know. So you know what I'm saying? So that's the fun part that's one of the perks of being a subscriber for just 99 cents a month. The price is always going to stay at 99 cents a month because it is just a token to get you through the door. The mana there is infinite, it's priceless. You get a quantum bang for your buck. It's not about the money, it's about the token of respect and honor that is shared between you and I. I don't feel drained or anything by the sharing. You paid the fee, the token to get inside, you know what I mean? So that's satisfactory to me, and I want it to be affordable for everybody. And I know that 99 cents is affordable for everybody. And if anybody got a complaint about 99 cents, that they're not really serious about that which they pretend to be or say they want to, or I'm not just for them, and that's it. You know what I mean? But it is 99 cents, and there you can learn a lot more. What's happening behind the scenes over here. So anyways, or you'll just have to wait till it's aired on the vlog. You know what I mean? So gratitude. I am grateful for everyone and everything in my life and the lessons each brings. So I hope you enjoyed this Venus and Leo message. I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but there's a lot of shit going on. Hey, till next time. That's what I got for you. Bye.